You're in tune to the FuseBox Radio Broadcast.
Turn the music up inside my session. These folks gotta hear my message.
Bringing balanced black radio to the masses.
All right, everybody, 1 2 1 2. What's going on? You're now in tune to another episode of the syndicated worldwide FuseBox Radio Broadcast, bringing the balance back to black radio each and every week with a mix of commentary and music mixes hitting up the international Black Diaspora of tunes such as hip hop, soul, funk, jazz, reggae, and more. On the commentary and mixing, you got myself, DJ Fusion. On the side, you got my bro who did the same thing. Let me have him go ahead and introduce himself.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's to be us. So we gonna rock it. Yes, ain't gotta we trust. We back again, bring it to you. Never rusted. The funk we always lusted. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Back again, FuseBox Radio to all ladies and gentlemen. Soldiers, of course, we're going to rock it for the whole wide world. Love you all. One love. Fusion, what's the deal, girl?
Man, doing pretty good. Glad to get a chance to record this show. The previous week we had the snowstorm. And then our schedules got a little hectic beforehand, but it's all good. That's why we have archives of the show. And definitely shout out to the old and new school listeners who listen to us via podcast, who've been keeping our numbers up and lively. And yeah, man, I'm ready to get a good show in. I know we got a decent amount of good music in the mix and all of that. And we definitely got some things to talk about. So let's go ahead and segue into things. Shout out to our folks who've been listening to the show for a while. Shout out to all the new people who've been listening to the show and interacting with us via various modes of social media, email, and all that. We deeply appreciate everybody for taking out their time and chilling with us for our 3-hour block of all types of sonic goodness and everything.
Yes, indeed.
And for those folks who are new, let's just break down how we do the show right quick. We pretty much try to do everything roughly in thirds. So during the first third, we go ahead, we talk about, promotional stuff that's coming up or whatever, how you can check us out, etc., etc. And then we get into a bit of commentary during that third, just in regards to anything that pops up that's on our mind, that's like news, item-y, or personal, or whatever have you. Then during the other thirds, myself and the Black Hawk go ahead and we get into our music mixes and things, which sometimes also include, short bits of commentary from outside folks. And, yeah, that's about it. So let's go right on ahead and get into that talk. You can check us out anytime via our official website, which you can access in two ways. You can now either go to FuseBoxRadio.com, FuseBoxRadio.com, or FuseBoxRadioOnline.com. At any time. Our official blog site is blackradioisback.com, where we have, besides radio show posts and things, coverage of different events that we go to. We'll, post up music and other stuff that pops up on our minds, so forth and so on. And via social media, we got a few ways you can reach out to us. Our official Facebook like page is facebook.com/FuseboxRadioShow, which is just one straight word. Hit that thumbs up button if you can. That helps us out a lot on that particular platform in terms of promo and everything. Twitter.com/FuseboxRadio, Instagram.com/FuseboxRadio, so forth and so on. And if you can't remember any of this stuff, just search for FuseBox Radio Broadcast via your favorite internet search engine of choice, and you can find us out that way in all of our different outlets and things. Excuse me. Via podcasting, we're going to work to have these shows up at least by Monday of each week. Usually we want to do it on Sundays, but it'll be like late Sunday to early Monday. You're going to weekly have a show to access. And you can get us through all of your favorite podcast services and things such as iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, Player FM, Acast, Audio Search, and so forth and so on. If you want to go to our website, we have our RSS feed that you can plug into any podcast application that you use. and you can subscribe to us that way if you don't use any of those other services. If you are using a service that has ratings and you dig what we do, please go on ahead and give us a rating. That type of stuff also helps us get to more eyes and things. And we deeply appreciate that. In terms of upcoming events, we're blocking out a lot of stuff for the spring right now. And it looks like it's going to be an exciting time for everybody. So we're going to go ahead and definitely be announcing some stuff like that. So we're going to definitely be doing the running and race circuit again on various stuff. Music festival season is coming up, so one way or the other, if we're not performing somewhere, we're going to probably be doing press coverage, at least around the states and everything, the next few weeks. And let me see here. What else is there? Yeah, this literally just us having to wrap up some contracts. That's why I'm not announcing a few things right now. But from April onward, and maybe including even March, we're going to have a lot of interesting biz happening. So go on ahead and check us out. And you can always find out about our upcoming events via the official FuseBox Radio website and things. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into some talking stuff. We are recording officially after the Super Bowl, which I'm pretty sure most people who listen to this show, and if you're not completely sports inept, know what that is. But it's pretty much our American football championship and whatnot. Well, for me, unfortunately, the team I wanted to win didn't win. The Denver Broncos ended up winning. And they played their game and they, win it and all that good stuff. I personally believe some of the referee calls were completely bullshit. And I don't necessarily like the narrative people were trying to spin of black quarterback versus white quarterback, especially with a guy who's more or less is said to be retiring. Like, it almost felt to me like some of these sports announcers were relieved that Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers didn't win. And what have you. It's always a funny thing. As long as I remember, because while I'm not the biggest football person, I have lots of family that is, so I can, keep up with stuff or whatever. I think it hasn't been since Washington's team that a black quarterback has won a Super Bowl. The Black Hawk might know a little bit more on that end or whatever. So we're talking at least over 20-something years.
I'm sorry. Black Hawk, what did you say again?
I'm about to say, you would know, it wasn't since D.C. that a black quarterback's won a Super Bowl. Is that right? I think you might know that more than me.
Well, no, you're talking about Doug Williams in the 80s.
Okay, so, yeah, that is the late 80s. So we're talking, damn near 30 years ago.
No. The Seahawks, just 2 or 3 years ago, when they won it.
Oh, wait a second. No, what? So true. So it hasn't been terribly long, but before that, it had been quite some time.
And there was QBs who had gone. I think the Buffalo, but they didn't win. So there were cats putting in work who were stellar players. They just didn't come home with the ring.
And, I mean, we've had people who've gone there. I mean, I just think it's a matter of, the folks who've won is what I was looking at and what have you. Because it's always a funny thing to me with American sports. You want to have people of color play, and you'll cheer them all year and everything throughout, but when they don't seem to be controllable or fit in your quote-unquote acceptable box, people get pissed. And with the Carolina Panthers, besides Cam, that team was unapologetically black and unapologetically people of color, including the coach, who was of Latino descent. I don't like the term Hispanic personally, so I just want to put that one out there. But it's just been interesting the past week or so to see how mainstream America has been responding to the ascendancy of that team. Because, I mean, of course, some people are going to win, some people are going to lose. And Denver's defense came out and went hard for this game. Again, there were some nonsense calls, but I'm like, I can't say that Denver was like slacking or whatever. But it always feels interesting to me that when, especially we're in the first month of Black History Month again here in the States, or whatever, February. Not only a few days past that. It's always interesting to me that other people want to define what your blackness is supposed to be. And if it doesn't make somebody comfortable, then there's just an absurd amount of pushback. And this is whether you're famous or not. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's from the quote-unquote mainstream community, sometimes it's from within your own community. And with a cat like Cam, and we were talking about this offline not too long ago, wasn't just like white Americans who were pissed off at Cam Newton.
Mm-hmm.
You had other people of color pissed off at him because they either felt that he wasn't representing in a respectable way, whatever the hell that means, and what have you. Which, you're talking about a dude who has got into, like, no problems, no trouble or anything like that. Like, him just being happy and dancing made people mad. Like, I think a few months ago, we had talked about that letter that some fan wrote of another team talking about, well, his dancing and gyrations messed with my child. That messed with you, lady. That didn't mess with your child. Okay, you're writing paragraphs about this dude. I'm like, all right, you might need to handle something at home. You know what I'm saying? It's always a bizarre thing when people want to use you for ideas and labor, and with the case of sports, it's athleticism. But when you have a particular mind where they can't point at you and just be there like, oh, well, you a thug or you stupid, then that causes a problem. Like, Cam Newton's a smart dude, you know what I'm saying? And everything that's been with him, like, he is like a genuinely good guy. This is the guy who's like, I don't care if I'm getting fines, I'm giving kids to football. I'm making donations to other things, I'm running around. I'm going to be a black man who's happy, period, much less one that expresses joy when they succeed in something. Like, black joy pisses people the hell off. You know what I mean? And that is like the most bizarre thing in the world, even with me being in my 30s and what have you. So, I don't know, like, it's just been an interesting study the past week or two, seeing how media has responded throughout the NFL playoffs to this particular point. I congratulate everybody who played. I don't play football. I'm not getting knocked around. Like, everybody put in their work for their game today. And I'm sure Cam Newton, all the other guys in Carolina and what have you, going to have other chances to play.
Well,
And
one thing I
make
want
good moves. Go ahead, sorry.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of do a little eating. I ain't going to eat on recording.
Yeah, I was saying chowing down. We recording, man. What? Bruh.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I was at work, so I didn't see the game. I was, and my team wasn't there. So obviously, I wanted the brother to win. I was noticing at work and at other places, like the vibe of the people who wanted Denver to win, but who weren't Denver fans.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all good. When this is Carolina as a franchise. If I'm correct, they don't go back to the '80s, so they're not that old. So they can be big next year. You know what I'm saying? He took them to that point. All of them having experience. Well, I'm pretty sure the majority of those cats have an experience that they have now that they didn't have the year before. So, in the end, it wasn't a loss. None of them cats, I'm pretty sure most of them cats ain't retiring after this. And if they did win, they're going to want to win it. They would want to win it the following year. So, they have opportunity to do it again. It's all good. They made it there. That means their number, that means that, that basically they're the best. Second to somebody else, but, they're better than everybody else, so it's all good.
No doubt. I mean, everybody I think put in a hard fought game, a classic game. You know what I mean? Like I can't really say that anybody did anything dirty or bugged out besides the possibility of some, like I said, some whack calls earlier. You know, you got people who are at the top of their sport, and I hope continue doing that as long as they feel like that. You know what I mean? I just look at stuff like that as always an interesting marker, and not just with the athletes, but during the halftime show and the responses during the halftime show this time around. Like we talked last year about you know how pretty much Missy ran away with Katy Perry's halftime show, and not saying that you know Katy Perry sucked, but it's like I think it kills me that after all this time, like, you got people who are still bitter over the Janet Jackson incident that happened years ago. And are like, we can't have that, you know, black energy and sexuality out there, but now they're just trying to dab it in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You had Janelle Monáe introduce the halftime show. You had Coldplay perform, who I don't feel is a bad band, but I think the Super Bowl, you need to have a certain energy to do a Super Bowl show. You know what I'm saying? And Coldplay is more like dumb, mellow type of stadium rock and whatever. So they open it, and I had family over, so like my mom was here or whatever. And she's just there like, okay, this is like wild, boring. Who's this white boy band? And I'm like, yo, that's Coldplay, whatever. Bruno Mars and Beyonce should be on. So she's like, okay, so it's going to probably get better. And it did, you know. I don't believe that Bruno Mars and Beyonce put on the A-ist of their A games, but they did their thing. And when you go from like that kind of mellow stadium rock to, you know, the Bruno Mars joint he did with Mark Ronson, the Uptown Funk joint.
Yeah.
And then you go from that to Beyonce's joint, because she just dropped a new song yesterday. And what have you. Yeah, we're going to get a little more into that later on. But she dropped a new joint called Formation. And she did a little bit of that during the joint. And then, you know, they had some little cross-intersection song or whatever. And then Coldplay kind of closed it out. And it was just kind of blatant where I'm just there like, I don't dislike any of the people that performed, per se, in like no hardcore way or whatever. They all had put out stuff I respected at various times. But it's just there like, damn, I feel kind of bad for Coldplay. They got outshined. Like, black music outshined so much shit. Like, funk beats and soul and whatever, plus, you know, the theatricality of it and people's performances, the thing, because, you know, Bruno Mars, like, I'm not the biggest fan of all of his stuff, per se, but I will go to see a show of his, because that cat puts on a show. You know what I'm saying? That cat puts on a real show, band, dancers, the entire nine. Likewise with Beyonce, I can't say I love all her albums or everything, but if you want to see a show with spectacle and dancers and people going in, that's what they were made for. And it was kind of about that to see, you know, the calm stadium rock guys, you know, almost be like pushed to the side. You know what I'm saying? Or had they joint kind of dimmed a little bit. At this juncture, the NFL and like most of mainstream America, you gotta be there like, look, everything that you call American music damn near has come from people of color. Or has had a big influence of it. Rock and roll, R&B, jazz, etc. The stuff that people from overseas look at in terms of what is American. This isn't saying that you got to have a quote or anything in terms of, you know, ethnicities of acts or nothing like that. I'm not saying that. I mean, I think Lady Gaga did a pretty good Star Spangled Banner at the beginning. You know? But when you have those type of energy, that kind of music, you kind of gotta think about stuff a little bit. You know, so and then seeing some people's online responses about it through the Oh Hell No page, I had put up this little meme that kind of made fun of Coldplay being in the background, and you had some people get angry. Like, Coldplay's about, I'm like, God, have a grip, yo. People are just having jokes. People ain't even say it sucked, yo. Now I'm just saying that, you know, especially for people who might not be about that. Like, I looked at my family as an example. They were just there like, yo, no offense to this white boy band, but yeah, they should have just like left after that. because it
but
was just
yeah.
a big
But I
difference,
mean, I
you
didn't
know.
get.
But shout out to everybody
I
who
didn't.
performed, because again, this is no disrespect to people or whatever, but I just like looking at the responses of people when they see anybody black remotely shining and how it makes people
Well,
upset. But go on
no,
ahead.
I
Sorry.
definitely like to see that. No, I would agree with you on that, Fusion. I mean, you know, it just shows you that that America and most people aren't involved as much as they may be proclaimed. So, you know, they'll tell you to practice what you preach, but they're saying that everything is okay and that it really ain't okay. So there's more an illusion and deception that they're trying to play on you. But I mean, you know, I'm glad everybody got it in, and you know, I knew Bruno Mars was going to get it in, and of course Beyonce was going to get it in. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the other cats they got it in too. So you know, big up to them. One thing I wanted to say, and I should have said this at the very beginning, is that something major has happened as far as I'm concerned, and that's the passing of the brother from Earth, Wind & Fire, Maurice White.
Oh, we're about to go right into that, so that's a good segue. Go right on ahead, and I'll add in my parts.
Yes, indeed. I'm not going to necessarily say that I know everything about them. I've learned bits and pieces or whatever. And as a little kid, I remember little kids bringing Earth, Wind & Fire albums back when I was a little kid. And I didn't always live in Jersey. We moved around a lot as a kid. I just remember I was in the South at the time. I lived in the South for a couple of years as a kid. I remember this little girl brought one of Earth, Wind & Fire's albums. And, you know, this was way before hip hop was what it is today. And so, you know, Earth, Wind & Fire, I'm glad that I think somebody had done I thought I heard a gospel group do a cover of an Earth, Wind & Fire song, if I'm correct. Earth, Wind & Fire's music is basically spiritual music. I mean, of course, Reason, a couple songs you wouldn't necessarily play it, you know, in a temple context, you know, in prayer and worship, but some of the stuff they got on their albums you could. And they did that well. And, you know, they did, you know, the sensual, you know, love type songs well too, you know. And I thought the imagery that they did with the albums, I thought that, you know, that was helpful. That was helpful on a lot of different levels, other than sight. And that was cool that, you know, on albums they have like a statue, half something ancient Egyptian and half robot in the sense, you know, the one that I think it's the temple of Abu Simbel, where they have like the four gods sitting up front, and then on the back it has like spaceships and like a city or whatever. That's the one that has that song. That's the song that Steve Harvey played on his comedy skit. That song is on that album. And, you know, I mean, there's so many different aspects and facets that Earth, Wind & Fire has touched musically, you know, just inspirationally, just the imagery, you know, being all brothers, all African-American brothers. You know, not many groups in the diaspora have put it down like them. And from that time period, I mean, they the ones that did the soundtrack to Sweetback's Badass Song. When I think Mario
Slept On classic, yeah, that's Mario Van Peebles joint.
Melvin Van Peebles. That was in the '60s. I don't even know if they were known by that name, but since I've been, you know, digging records, find out about their early stuff or whatever. But I'm gonna wrap it up. But I do believe that, you know, that was, you know, we all, you know, are born, live, and, you know, die, and die is more or less another way of saying rebirth. And I didn't know the brother personally, but I think with what they put forth, that he had to have been a certain type of dude. And I think just from me reading it vibrationally, and I'm a mean judge of character, and when Luther went, I was, Luther didn't get into his set. You know what I'm saying? So it just goes to show you got to take care of yourself. Homeboy got up there, and he was a writer and drummer also. That's what I do know. So he did music for other people, the Emotions, and I know he was a drummer for my man Ramsey Lewis.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that joint up. So he has a lot of ties in terms of the multiple facets of black music from Jump Street.
But all I want to say is to let Fusion get into it is that was definitely I got the impression that he was a good soul and that he didn't have to be a master, but I think that his contribution to music and just that whole concept of Earth Fire that him and the brothers and maybe him and other people came up with and that they wanted to be associated with. Not everybody wanted to be. I mean, P-Funk had some stuff like that on their albums. The Trombibulation album, P-Funk is a pyramid. I mean, it is a pyramid with with my man George with a elf. To me, P-Funk and let me say this briefly. P-Funk and Earth, Wind & Fire were on the same coin to me. They were one coin, one side of a different coin. You know what I'm saying? Where, P-Funk, Parliament and Funkadelic, and, a lot of those cats are still alive, God bless them. But they reminded me of one and the same. One was maybe good in one way and one was good in another way. I think P-Funk was more funky than Earth, Wind & Fire. But I think Earth, Wind & Fire on the ballads and, I think they filled in that other aspect to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not like one was better than another to me. But, when I think of P-Funk, though, I think of Earth, Wind & Fire. When I think of Earth, Wind & Fire, personally, I think of P-Funk and having that element that was, in other words, as a kid, I remember those two coming up the most. I lived as a kid, I didn't just live in Jersey and New York, I lived in the South too. And I remember, and in the Midwest, and the two groups I remember coming up the most was Earth, Wind & Fire and P-Funk. And so, that's part of, that genre and generation. But definitely big up to Earth, Wind & Fire. Earth, Wind & Fire fans, Maurice and his family, peace and blessings. And then, of course, that brother I believe has passage back to Blackwater. I'm into the brother. Peace.
No doubt. Definitely the passing of Maurice White is a major thing for fans of modern day black music as a whole, especially black American music. While he did a great work with Earth, Wind & Fire, which I think for a lot of people besides folks who might like soul, funk, and all that type of stuff, Earth, Wind & Fire also, I think, was one of those music groups that first really got heavy into what some folks now call Afrofuturism.
Yeah.
And what have you in terms of the imageries and tying in different spiritual beliefs of various folks from the diaspora and what have you within their music. And being able to do so while not necessarily being quote-unquote preachy, which is a big thing to me. I think great music literally can take you mentally somewhere and elevate you to a different place, and Earth, Wind & Fire just had that upliftment music. You know what I'm saying? Even they had the ballads and the heartbreak songs and stuff. You had that type of thing going on. So for my people who are into the Afrofuturistic vibe, and when you're seeing folks like the Janelle Monáes and Erykah Badu's and stuff like that, rocking certain stuff and doing whatever, that group was definitely a huge influence in that regard. And Maurice White's just history as a musician is astounding. Besides him, playing drums, he first started out back in the day with Chess Records. So people are familiar with folks like Muddy Waters, Etta James, of course, Ramsey Lewis, who the Black Hawk just mentioned, all of them. He played drums for those folks before he got into the Ramsey Lewis trio, and then, inevitably going ahead and forming Earth, Wind, and Fire. He was also a songwriter.
No doubt.
And wrote songs for a lot of folks too. I mean, of course, people know the Earth, Wind, and Fire catalog. Like, he wrote the vast majority, or co-wrote the vast majority of those songs. He's done work with, just off the top of my head, I know he's done work for Denise Williams, The Emotions, excuse me. He did drums on Minnie Riperton's debut album, did vocals for Weather Report, Jennifer Holliday's first album. He did, and stuff I read up on earlier this week. I mean, he did work with folks like Barbra Streisand, Neil Diamond, Barry Manilow. I mean, he was in there with a lot of stuff. Grover Washington, more and more and more. And for those folks who are hip hop heads and whatnot, Earth, Wind, and Fire has been sampled insanely.
No doubt.
In a whole bunch of ways. I mean, I know for Wu-Tang folks off the top of my head, the Shining Star joint that Sons of Man did. And what have you.
You can't play with my yo-yo.
Yeah.
What's trying to play me out? That was Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I mean, his influence was real, expansive and everything. So definitely, prayers and condolences to his family, friends, and fans of the multiple folks that he's gone ahead and worked with. I know he had been ill for a minute, and I just think with the way 2016 has gone, and it's still like a shocker to people who've been around for so long, transition. You know what I'm saying? And it's just another reminder to appreciate all of these folks while they're here.
No doubt.
And beyond. So, definitely we had to talk about that brother's passing. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's stay in the music realm for a little bit with the talk, and then we'll get to some other stuff. On the more good news end of things, Nile Rodgers Chic is going to be back touring.
Really?
Yep, upcoming in March, and they're going to be touring with Duran Duran.
Really?
Yeah, man.
God bless them. Both.
That's going to be a thing, and I really hope they make it anywhere near our corner of the. Oh crap! They're going to be at the Verizon Center in April. I gotta see when those tickets go on sale. Just looking at the article right now.
That's gonna be a show.
That's going to be a fantastic show. I mean, Nile Rodgers is still doing it on his own. Like, I know he just did some solo stuff recently, and people know the work that he's gone ahead and done. Excuse me, with Pharrell and a whole bunch of other people. So
if you're under 30,
that's just gonna throw down.
If you're under 30, you might not understand that show. If you're under 30 and you want to go to that show, God bless you. You understand what good music is. But you might understand the connection that people above 30 have towards that music. I mean, Duran Duran, they weren't necessarily played on black radio, but for people who had cable back in the day, they knew about Duran Duran. Like, I knew about Duran Duran because of cable. I didn't listen to the stations that played, I mean, we had stellar radio stations coming up as a kid, so I only knew about Duran Duran as a result of MTV. And then that's when I knew that they had some music, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, of course, Nile Rodgers, that music is like almost a tunnel to like the 70s. So it's like, him and now, basically, that's basically the tale, that's almost like the same vibe of Earth, Wind, and Fire in the sense of not literally, but, on musicianship. That's basically, that's up there with them. So, that'll be a good show.
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Like, that's going to be an interesting scenario. And I mean, I know for folks in the D.C. metro area where we're currently based, the Verizon Center is not a small joint. So they're expecting people to roll up to that. That's going to be a multi-generational type of joint. So I hope the tickets aren't too expensive because I'll go to that shit. I will roll out to that immediately. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to keep on the music talk vibe for a while, and then we'll get into some of these other stories and close stuff out. Interesting scenario that happened this past week that got highlighted through an album drop. Rihanna just dropped her new album via Tidal, and that joint's called Anti. I personally believe it's pretty on point. It's totally different than the stuff that she's done beforehand on certain levels. But what makes this a bit more interesting than just another artist dropping an album is the way it was done and what it dovetailed into with the RIAA, which is the Recording Industry Association of America. Basically, what happened through Tidal was she gave away over 1 million copies of the album. Like, they had a deal with Samsung that I guess paid for a certain amount or whatever to do cross promotion and stuff. And this giveaway essentially through the RIAA made the album platinum. Now, this isn't the first time this has happened before. Like, I think Prince, like, a few years ago, when they distributed, he distributed a bunch of CDs through, like, a newspaper in England, and that made it platinum over there, like, one of the albums he did. And Jay-Z's last album, when people, did the Samsung downloads and things, that type of situation happened. Now, people can talk a lot and stuff, and personally, while I look at that type of thing funny, I think it does come down to somebody paid for it, so it can become, a platinum or gold standard. And the only thing that's making this a little different is some of this is being done more openly via corporations and maybe labels doing it back in the day.
No doubt.
And inflating numbers and stuff like that. Now, I'm one of those people, I don't believe that because an album has gone gold or platinum that it's actually good.
No doubt.
Like, plenty of good albums didn't make sales for a long freaking time, depending on how promotions were done and competition and other things. That doesn't mean I'm not happy when an album does make those sales and it's legit. But we got to keep very honest about that type of thing. Like, it's only so much of a marker. And honestly, because I guess I just grew up during that transitional period between physical and internet copies and all of that, I look at sales a different way than I used to. Like, a lot of people don't got to drag themselves out and buy something at a location anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain things and certain modes of promotion, I think, make it easier for some cats to go platinum or gold than what it used to be back when.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Or whatever.
But, yeah, let me just say briefly that it should never be, we should be never be interpreted, be misinterpreted. Everybody wants, we're glad that when people do that, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that we're less glad if we don't necessarily like what came out, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But, an album being great because of record sales, I think that there was a time that was like that. And maybe in some ways it still is like that. But record sales has nothing to do with a great album. Or an album that makes one feel good. Because great is going to be basically eye of the beholder. If it makes you feel good and inspirational, like Deion Ferris, Wild Seed, Wild Flower. Mm-hmm. That's my shit still to the day. That came out in the late 90s. I had a lot of people die in my family in the early 90s, and that was one of them albums, amongst a collection, but that was up there that, was very therapeutic. That album wasn't very, it got some play, but it wasn't a multi-platinum album, I don't think it's platinum. It may be platinum now, but I don't think it was platinum then. You know what I'm saying? So it's what it can do to one, but that's all.
No doubt. And there's an extra element now in terms of making the album gold and platinum, which we're about to segue right into. And that is, it's an interesting scenario to me. Basically, the RIAA has announced that streaming will now contribute to the certification of albums as gold or platinum. So in other words, if you use like an on-demand service like Spotify or YouTube with Vivo and stuff like that, a certain amount of plays will contribute to a sale. Like, for example, with the RIAA's new formula, 1,500 online on-demand radio or video song streams will equate to 10 track sales, which equals an album sale. And with what they call the digital single ratio, 100 on-demand streams will be the equivalent of like one music download, and 150 streams will be a download with some extra stuff going on. And I look at this type of thing in two ways. I understand that people want to be able to equivocate these newer ways of listening to music towards, acknowledging how an artist is doing. That being said, in our email box, at least once to twice a week, somebody's trying to sell fake plays. Like, you paid this amount of money, it will get you this many SoundCloud plays, we'll get you this many YouTube plays, so you can look good and say that people are checking out your joint, even if it's going just through like a computer program or algorithm or whatever have you. And when I look at something like this, I can see people really gaming the system unless there's going to be a hardcore, concrete way of weeding this type of thing out.
Wow.
And these bigger labels can afford to do that way more than, some average smo who's an indie.
No doubt.
And that makes me nervous. And also, I got to look at the aspect of how are you counting the stream? Is it somebody listening to the entire song straight through? Is it halfway through? Is it 3/4 through? Because, sometimes you might listen to a song and be like, okay, I'm good, and skip to something else. Is it going to come from a particular IP address a day at a time? If somebody's playing a joint 5 times in a row, is that how it counts? Like, there's a lot of suspect shit in this to me.
Word up.
That makes me personally feel funny. Now, again, I'm not against downloads and streams counting because more and more people are doing that. There are different generations of people doing that. You know what I'm saying? But when you get into this, it just gets weird, and seeing some artists' responses, because like some people automatically became platinum the second this happened. And you had some people who just stayed quiet and they kept it moving. And you had some folks like Top Dog Entertainment, like Kendrick Lamar and them's album, talking about, platinum to me is selling a certain amount. It's not some streams.
No doubt.
We rather do this the real way. So I'm curious to see how this goes, because again, like, this just feels wild suspect to me, and maybe I'm paranoid after my half of my life being in this thing and just seeing all kinds of foolery with music industry stuff. But this could go way left if they don't regulate certain things quickly. So
I'm so glad as a soul bearer that all I gotta do when I hear about these numbers and stuff is listen to it. And not even necessarily pay attention to what's being said. You know what I'm saying? And just listen to it, go through it. Not necessarily even. Or you could do the old thing. People just listen to the first 10 seconds. Just get it. Okay, boom, boom, boom. All right, I already know. So I'm glad for you. That's peace. It's peace, yo. I mean, you got some little. I'm not feeling it, but it's all good. And that's just how it goes.
I feel you. I mean, overall, at the end of the day, music and, the entertainment people like is subjective, right?
Yeah.
But, I just feel that there's going to be some more stuff, especially in what's called the black, quote-unquote, urban music field. You're going to be like, what the fuck is this? How did this become platinum? Somebody's going to play a game to try to make somebody look like they got more shit going on than they do. And I think overall that's harmful because you're going to have enough people going to just be lazy, whether it's in regards to them trying to inflate their numbers, or they're going to imitate something that was bullshit that just had inflated numbers. You know what I'm saying? They're going to copy something they think is getting some real sales and play that ain't really getting nothing, but somebody greasing, the wheels.
And plus,
but
there was
shit,
some jokers jokers who were pioneers of these rap styles. And a lot of these cats didn't get this type of notoriety, fame, or attention. And so, in a way, I'm like, when I hear them, when I see this, I'm like, okay. So and so with so and so crew was like way better. But people, and your style is like kind of like his, So it's like, I don't know. I guess maybe that's the evolution as some might label it, But it's how it's like she said, how things are, I always thought that whole system was funny, even in the 80s when, there were cats who were winning in the late 80s, and there were cats who were not getting any shine or getting nominated, who were blatantly getting more spins on black radio, or at least during the mix hours, So I'm like, So I saw it as a little kid that the whole game was suspect as far as towards hip hop or towards certain types of hip hop, But it's all good.
No doubt, no doubt. And we're going to continue on with this music because it was kind of a full music week before getting into the news and wrapping stuff up. Don Cheadle just dropped the Miles Ahead movie trailer. That's about Miles Davis.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Next time you're through, I got to give you a show for that. It opens in theaters.
So he's playing Miles Davis?
He's playing Miles Davis, yes.
Yeah, that was a good choice. He looks like Miles.
Like, well, either I'll forward it to you or next time you're over here, I'll have a show to join to you. Dude, John Cheadle knows how to act. He's going to do it up. It opens in theaters on April 1st, and yeah, the joint to me looks badass. So shouts out to him and all the actors and actresses who are in this flick. It's going to be a thing. It's going to be a cool thing. It's going to be.
I wonder who's playing Cicely Tyson's character.
Oh, I don't even know that yet.
Married to homeboy for a minute.
Yeah, and anybody who read Miles Davis's autobiography, he's a harsh dude, and when their relationship broke down, yeah, it gets a little cray. So yeah, that movie's gonna drop in the next few months, so that's going to be sweet. Let's see here. I'm going to talk about this new Beyonce song. I'm going to talk about these rap beefs, because people have been asking us to talk about these rap beefs. And then we'll get into some regular stories and wrap stuff up. But, first, before I do that, sad news for folks who are a part of the, mid to late 90s NYC hip-hop scene or whatever. R.I.P. to Big Cap.
A word.
Yeah, he ended up passing away, and a lot of folks, if you weren't even in those areas at a certain time, I mean, I was in college at the time, so, hearing cats like him on the radio and at parties and stuff was a regular thing for me, so that's kind of a part of my younger college days passing away. People might probably be most familiar with him with the joint he did with the Funkmaster Flex, the Tunnel album.
Word.
And what have you, that dropped in 99 that had, Jay-Z, Lil' Kim, Mary J, and all of those folks there. At the present, as a broadcast, we don't have reason why he passed away. That has been officially confirmed. Like, I've seen some stuff that said heart issues and stuff like that. But, yeah, that cat was a big part of that particular era up top. So, definitely had to shout him out and everything. And prayers and condolences to his family, friends, and more. Let's see here. So, this new Beyonce video, one of the things I love about a Beyonce video, whether I like the song or not, or when Beyonce drops anything, is you just see people completely lose their shit online. It is like the most entertaining free shit that you can see. Like, when the video dropped yesterday, I was just doing some work for the show, and I just happened to look on the news site to take a break. And it was like, oh, new Beyonce video drop. Literally 5 minutes later, people are spazzing on Twitter. Joint becomes a trending topic. You got white feminists hating. You got Ashy Hoteps hating. You got regular motherfuckers hating. And you got her fans going to the other extreme. And you got people who have very little nuance in between, like me and whatnot. And it's always a joy. Now, with this new song and everything, I think this Formation song is an example of a song gets to be a bit better if the video is good.
Word.
Because I don't believe the song is bad. I'm one of those people when Beyonce, tried to do the I'm spitting some bars and I'm tough thing, I don't necessarily believe it. Like, she's not one of those people who can sell it to me. I'm not saying that, you got to be grimy and shit. But it's like, okay, girl, you're talking some trash. All right. Whatever. But when you peep the video and you hear some of the stuff, for the artist that she is, for people to expect her to go completely either whitewashed and sell out or to go completely militant, I think the both of y'all are stupid. She has made her mark as a pop artist for a particular reason, and that's being able to have herself and the team plan out things to a T, right? And with this joint, this is probably going to be, at least as an individualistic song, probably the most I'm happy to be black song that she's ever dropped. I personally believe. I don't believe that it's some black American anthem like some of her stands are screaming about. And I don't necessarily believe that it is total manipulation just to get black folks happy. I believe that, she's kind of on this type of shit on the low. But she's not going to be able to go fully hardcore because, let's be very honest, her and Jay-Z's money depends on white America's benevolence. At this particular level right now until, maybe their contracts end or something, then maybe they'll start spazzing. I don't know. But when you watch this video, I mean, you got, some elements of Black Lives Matter shit in here. You got some hood shit in here. You got some of that Negro Creole shit in here. You got that Southern black people shit in here. You got her daughter with the fro up in there stunting, You, of course, got the regular theatricality of the dancers and all of that, doing their thing and stuff. And, spaced in New Orleans. You got, folks like Big Frida and them talking shit in the background of the song. And it's one of those things to me that I look at, and a part of me feels a little disturbed because when you have a great pop music machine, everything is extremely calculated. And I don't necessarily know how I feel about blackness and black trauma being put out there in a particular way if it's not done in a good artistic way. But I believe for her, it was the best way that they could have done it. Like, I would be more amped about this song if I felt the song was good. Like, there's some pretty dope visuals and other stuff in here and all of that, but I'm just still one of those people that at the end of the day, I'm just here like, I don't know. And when I look at how her machine functions, I could give props for having a machine function almost to the degree, and sometimes even better than some of these white pop stars in terms of getting stuff out there. This broad dropped a video on a song in the middle of a Saturday afternoon, the day before she was going to perform on the Super Bowl, and blew away all this other music drama I'm going to talk about in a little bit. Like, nobody gave a fuck about nothing else but that. That's kind of amazing.
As of broadcast time or us recording this, I haven't seen the video or heard the song, so I can't really comment on it. But yeah, so.
But it's one of those things I look at with her. Like, the responses to me are way more entertaining at times with this type of thing. Because, like, again, nuance is gone when anything drops with Beyonce. However, because I think this is a video that there's literally the only people who are white in the video are cops. So that from the gate, I'm kind of like, yeah, you know what? I'm not mad at this. Especially when you have white people getting mad at that. You have white people who were just there like, I don't understand this song. I don't understand what these lyrics mean when, they're talking about I got hot sauce in my bag and fuck this Illuminati mess you're talking about me and my kid and I like my big black nose and I like folks with froze and all this other type of shit. Like, it's weird because I'm like, this is not a good song, but at the same token, I'm like, fuck these white people and other people who are pissed that this chick is at least, even if it's calculated as fuck, saying some shit that a certain audience might not listen to coming from me or you.
No.
Or whatever
That's
else.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's right.
You know, like, I'm old enough to be able to admit that certain shit hits people in certain different ways. Like, I was talking to one of my homegirls last night, actually, about this. And she was just there, like, you know, kind of restating what we were talking about, where it was just there, like, it's Beyonce, but for Beyonce, this is going kind of out there for her. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say something briefly.
Go ahead.
That what's deep about her doing that is, like Fusion made the point of, if it came from near you, it wouldn't be received the same way. Which makes the song even better, or her doing it even better, because it can be heard and maybe received and not be screened and maybe shunned, because it isn't somebody like her. So therefore they can listen to it. And also, when people talk about, not everybody does this apply to. I don't want to misrepresent that either. But Marvin Gaye is like a soul singer. And most people who like Marvin Gaye remember the fact that he did songs that were about what was going on. You know, what's going on, or inner city blues, you know, Mercy, Mercy Me, you know, or the album that came from was, you know, almost like a, you know, so her doing a song like that is reminiscent of when, you know, certain people did those type of songs. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and Marvin doing that got that message out in a way that maybe, you know, Earl, who plays, you know, at the Chicken Shack every weekend, you know, he might be saying, but it ain't going to get out like, you know, Homeboy did. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, her doing, from that perspective, I haven't heard it yet, but from that perspective, and that's why, you know, cats are on that level for them to do that, or almost do kind of some of the stuff that was going on in the 60s. You know, almost everybody was doing something in the 60s. I mean, you know, there was definitely more white artists doing things. So, I mean, in the sense of at least getting it been played. So, you know, so that's cool. You know, that's very, very, that's almost throwback her doing that, or at least an artist on that level doing that.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, that's the thing I look at when people don't talk about nuance with this shit. Like, I had to look at the aspect of the artist it's coming from. Yes, it's calculated as fuck. It's extremely calculated. But this is somebody who, it's like, you can't necessarily say that it's completely neutral that this is happening, you know? Like, to a degree, I'm kind of like, you're dropping this video when shit is safe. Like, right now, at least at the present, you're not having as many protests in the streets about, you know, the police brutality shit or various other black issues, even though there is shit that is happening, like the water crisis in Flint, which I'm actually, they're supposed to be donating some extra money towards that, you know what I'm saying? And other various joints. There's still people who are getting killed unfairly by police or abused by law enforcement. There's still racism and all of that. But it's not as loud in the public. And I had to look at these folks of, her and JC have always been the type of black artist who I have a weird appreciation for, because they don't put all their shit on Front Street. Or they almost know a proper time to do things. Like, I can see at least Jay-Z, and they're a unit, so I'm like, maybe they both do it the same way. I can see these folks doing a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes and being there like, I can't necessarily announce that shit right now because I need to continue making this money happen so I can make more money shit happen behind the scenes. Like, there's a weird balance with famous people in terms of saying, I'm giving stuff because I want to be charitable and give stuff, and you got people who are like, I'm giving stuff so I can look like a good person.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're going to get shit regardless. So I kind of understand how they may function in certain things, like with Tidal giving like the $1.5 million to different organizations this past week that they're both co-owners of and whatnot. Well, there's a part of me that's just there like, wow, this is wild convenient. Rihanna's album drops A few days later, y'all announce that y'all are dropping this money. A few days later, this video drops. The next day, you're performing at the Super Bowl, doing a snippet of this new song, and then saying, oh, by the way, I got a tour coming up. Tickets go on sale next week. It's calculated as fuck. It is calculated as fuck. Let's keep it all the way live. Let's keep it all the way live. But at the same token, there's a brilliance to it, and it makes me feel conflicted at times. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to look at it like your marketing and promotion team is winning. Y'all niggas are winning right now, and it's kind of like, yeah, I want to give props to this, but at the same token, I'm like, is this real? Is this type of thing like the realness in your heart for doing this type of stuff? You know what I mean? Or is it like using black pain and black issues as a backdrop for your success? If that makes any sense. If that makes any sense. And again, I don't believe these folks are cold-hearted to a hard degree. But when things like fall into place like that, like clockwork all the time, I think these are questions that people have to ask. But however, there's a brilliance in terms of being able to do that, to have your name on people's tongues, and to bring up certain stuff from people who might not want to try to bring certain things up. Like, people always get mad about Beyonce and her embrace of what they don't feel that she's supposed to embrace, which is like this dark nigga who came from the hood and marrying Jay-Z, and a certain bit of sexuality, and not being necessarily put into the old school Whitney Houston box, right? Where people eventually cracked. Like, you were just a pretty face. And people can hear a song or two, and that's it. Like, you're trying to put more of your, I guess, your more authentic self out there. Or what's portrayed as an authentic self when you have more leeway to do so. Because, I mean, when I look at a person like Beyonce and Destiny's Child, she was under a white pop, almost a white pop machine for a minute. And, you know, people are more grown now and doing other types of things and exploring more types of stuff. So, I mean, I don't know, dude. The only thing that really annoys me right now is her extreme fans and these people who are going to write all these think pieces about thought about this fucking video and song and stuff. But they hustling. And, I don't know, man. Right now with the Super Bowl, Denver Broncos won, but Rock Nation and Live Nation are the real MVPs, because I was just thinking about it when I was watching halftime. I'm like, you performed at one of the most watched TV shows in the world. Even if they're like, oh, hey, bitches, I'm going on tour, too.
No, no.
While y'all were wearing outfits that symbolized the Michael Jackson Super Bowl performance. And some Black Panther shit, and he had a whole bunch of chicks with froze dancing outside. Doing their thing. And pictures came out of them holding up signs, you know, talking about, you know, other young people who have been killed unfairly by law enforcement. It's a weird mix, man. It's a weird mix. Like, I hope it's not all games, because that would be, like, wildly disappointing. Not because I'm necessarily a big fan of these folks, but because it would just be there like, shit, can anybody black and famous have emotions? But, yeah, it's an interesting thing, man. Like, I just love how this chick just brings out so many different responses from people in the realms of race and sexuality and all of that. So, if for nothing else, your team is on it, Miss Cardinals. Good for you, you know. And I know people are gonna probably look at their music festival checks and shit if they're big fans of hers. Like, fuck, now her tickets are gonna go on sale. And those things are going to probably be wild pricey. So, y'all make up your mind to music festivals and stuff, y'all. Because you know how that shit's going to be. Music. Last bit of music. Because we haven't had a music talk like this in a while. Various stupid rap beefs happened during the past week we were offline. 3 I'm going to be very quick about. And then 1 I'm going to get a little in depth with. B.O.B. had an EP dropped, and he essentially, I think, has gone full conspiracy Negro, because he's talking about the earth is flat and shit. And I'm like, bruh, black people back in the day knew the earth wasn't flat. Ancient black folks knew the earth wasn't flat. This wasn't like a Eurocentric concept.
I said ancient black folks.
Yeah, we're talking about pre-BC black folks knew the earth wasn't flat, dog. I mean, this dude was on, because it was crazy on that day, because on Twitter, people were, like, sending me stuff. And it's like, this dude's, like, really getting into arguments talking about, yo, the earth is flat. Like, why don't you see past a certain point? I'm like, nigga, you've gone all over the world. Don't you think you would have flown an airplane and eventually been like, oh, shit, there's the end of the earth? Don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? But you watch, I mean, I think he's one of those cats who watch too many YouTube videos and don't read, you know? And, all of that. And then, you know, he's saying, like, shit, like, the Holocaust ain't happening. I'm just like, okay, guy, you're going a little too far for, your, you know, Ashy Hotep, EP that's really not even good musically that you dropped. But anyway, so Neil deGrasse Tyson, you know, famed astrophysicist, looks like that, you know, cool old black uncle that's kind of a nerd that smokes weed or whatever, but dumb brilliant. He, like, tried to get in there for a little bit, like, look, dog, there's so many reasons why the earth is not flat, which I'm already just here like, Neil, you must have been bored today. Because why are you responding to this, you know, dude who can't even make quality pop or rap music for the past, like, 5 years? But okay, we're going to do this. So, next day, B.O.B. releases a diss track toward Neil deGrasse Tyson. Think about how corny that sounds, what I just said. A rapper dropped a diss track towards an astrophysicist. This is 2016 hip-hop beef, guys. This is almost as big of an L as Meek Mill caught last year, because I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
It
that's
gets
the
more
difference between cats from back in the day. Cats from back in the day, at most, would have said a line or something. It wouldn't have been a diss track, though. You know, in other words, they'd have said something, they'd have rhymed something in a verse, in, you know, one sentence and let it go. But it wouldn't have been a song about him. A song about somebody who they didn't even feel physically threatened by. You know, who just, you know, commented on based upon his studies and know-how of that subject. I mean, there's satellites that send back planets, that send back all the planets.
Jig.
I mean,
my friend, for a smooth, at least if you want to go by Eurocentric standards, for a smooth over 500 years, nobody anywhere had disputed that the Earth is not flat. Who is a scientist and has sense? The world has so many conflicts, nobody is saying that the world is not spherical. Who's not crazy? You know what I'm saying? This dude got into a beef with an astrophysicist, not even like a science teacher in like elementary or high school. A dude whose entire career is about space. On Twitter, which makes it even more stupid. It was so heated, it was like, I need to talk about the Earth being flat. They went into the studio and made a song about it. And what makes it crazier is Neil deGrasse Tyson's nephew made a response song back.
really?
Yeah, and it was bad too. But it had facts. Why are we at the point where people are disputing the shape of the Earth? This is what killed me about the entire thing. Like, I don't know. Like, the world is weird. So that happened. Then I'm sure a lot of people have heard about the Wiz Khalifa Kanye situation, where all respect due to people's musical talents and whatnot, Kanye West is a fuckboy, yo. He's a fuckboy. I hate to have to say that. Like, I really, really do. Because, long story short, Kanye West's new album is dropping soon, and he was doing some hype about it. Wiz Khalifa said, you know, something a little smart alecky about it. And then Kanye just, like, went in, but not just in on Wiz Khalifa. He went in on Wiz Khalifa's ex, Amber Rose, who also, you know, dealt with Kanye back in the day before Kanye cheated on her with Kim Kardashian and married her, and what have you. And her, Wiz Khalifa's kid. And people can find the stories and stuff. I don't feel like going too deep into it. But it was all ridiculous because it's just there like, yo, what you thought was a diss, Wiz Khalifa wasn't even really dissing you like that. Like, you were holding that in to just go off. And Kanye reminds me, and I'm sure men have gone through this too. I'm just speaking from the woman's perspective. Kanye reminds me of that ex who's mad when you move on with your life, and you're really not bothered by them until they try to bring you into some nonsense. You know what I'm saying? However people may feel about Amber Rose's past profession or whatever in terms of stripping before getting to the modeling and stuff, he was with that chick for mad years. 2 of his best projects came from the time frame he was dealing with her. He cheated on her. She did not cheat on him. And when you're that type of dude, and it's like, if you got involved with somebody who's in a particular profession, right? And you get with somebody else, you're just trying to hype up the other person, and you just the former. It's like he every once in a while, this is her for like, stripping back in the day or doing whatever else. But I'm just there like, you married your sex worker, because Kim Kardashian banged out Ray J on that tape that got sold, and not just by her moms. You married a chick who got banged out on tape, and her mom sold it. I mean, Amber Rose could strip, but she ain't do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ray J banged her out and peed on her. I mean, not to be crass, but let's keep it all the way live. If Amber Rose is a sex worker, the woman you married that had 2 kids with is a sex worker, or at least used to be. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is one has some black background because she's mixed, and one's white. You want me to elevate? Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm not going to say that if a situation, it depends on vibe. I'm big on vibes. If the vibe ain't right, it just ain't right. But if the vibe is right, I'm not going to say that I wouldn't hit either one of them. I ain't going to finish say all that. With that said, though, I'm from an era and from both the cloth and from a certain type of brother that's all that was going to happen. Hit it and quit it. There were not going to be no children. We're not going to be child sired with no bitches getting peed on. No. You know what I'm saying? I used to think. I remember being on the trip. It's funny how certain people will say certain. I remember when I was young, they'd be older cats would say certain things, and I think about today. Niggas I didn't even know. I remember this nigga on the bus in Jersey said years ago, they don't make niggas like they used to. And at first, I didn't really receive that right because I wasn't sure if the nigga was, older cat was referring to, cats in my era because he was younger than me. And he was older than me. But it wasn't until I got a little older that, he was the person he was talking to was somebody on the bus, but that cat was in my age group. So I was like, whatever. But it wasn't until I got older that I understood what that meant. That there was a certain type of mentality. Like my brother said, there's a new type of man walking around. You know what I'm saying? And not all things that are done with the person's higher self. We're maybe not making always the best decisions, and it's sad and unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? In the end, it's sad and unfortunate. Because that's why I ain't got no kids. I ain't. I can count the amount of women that I can trust. On one hand, and I'm like, that's, but, I have a genetic disposition and a spiritual disposition to only be around certain people and to allow myself. I taught me to look at certain people in the face because the energy that comes at me from them, it's like, that's a weird energy, and it's like, certain people can do that, have the constitution, mental, psychological constitution to be able to be in certain situations. I've met a couple of people to let me know that, there's certain type of roads that I don't want to go down. You know, I got a glimpse of the road. I was like, I ain't going down that road. You know, end up being like so and so that you hear about on the news. You know, keeping it simple.
Man, I just look at it like this, man. Like, you know, you can't be, you know, the whole calling a harlot a hooker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be ultra self-righteous on one end, and you did the same thing or worse. And that's something that annoys me so much. Besides the fact of again, like, it just gives you that bad ex vibe where I'm just there like, you're talking all this shit and you doing all this stuff and moved on with your life, but I'm supposed to be pining over you or waiting for you to say something or do some other mess. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out my face. Act like a grown man, yo. Act like a grown fucking man. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you brought somebody's kid into it. Now, there's no reason for you to be quiet if somebody brings in your child into it. I don't got kids, but everybody I know who's a parent was just there like, yeah, if that happened in my face, there would have been problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, you brought in the kid for no reason because you were just like being jealous and pissy and petty. Because ultimately, that chick moved on. You apparently still have feelings. Or you're just mad that because through your ego that they world don't revolve around you, they ain't on your mind all the time. Like with a cat like Kanye, who I think has always had insecurity issues and whatever. Some of which probably got bigger when, unfortunately, you know, he went through his family issues, his mama passing and other types of stuff. It's just there like, yeah, that chick, for one, she broke up with you when she had way less than you did. Because she had at least enough dignity to be there like, fuck this. I can't be bothered with this. You know what I'm saying? And then she got with another rap dude and had a kid with him. And even though they aren't married presently, they still apparently get along fine. You know what I'm saying? So, you still look caught up in the mix. And that's really, really whack, right? And on top of that, like, she shut dude down by bringing up some sex shit in one tweet, which I can understand. Like, she was probably just going about her day like, really? Why is this nigga bringing me up when these two dudes are bugging? And, again, that's just fuckboy shit to me. It's just so petty. And she just pretty much, you know, people can find all this out. She was just pretty much on the tip of, yeah, so you're bringing up my name. Don't make me talk about this particular sexual act or whatever. Which was essentially, you know, some fingers going in a particular place. And then Kanye erased all his shit and apologized like a day later. So even though he protested a little too much about said sexual act the next day, like, I don't have no fingers go near my booty. It's like, okay, bro, you're writing like a smooth paragraph about fingers not going in your booty. Okay. Now, granted, people are into whatever the hell they're into. You know what I'm saying? And supposedly, I mean, I'm not a man. I don't know this. And I have not done this to anybody. I have no shame in saying it. I have been told this particular thing makes a man's orgasm really off the chain. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, some people are going to automatically assume if that happens that they gay or whatever, even though I believe that's pretty silly. But the fact that she said that joint and something might have clicked in Kanye's head like, fuck, this chick has not really let out any of my secrets from the time that we've been together. She don't even really bring me up until I'm being a fuckboy. That's when all of a sudden you're going to apologize. It's like, bruh, even just out of smartness, that chick knows a lot of your business. Okay? And she knows a lot of your business. Like, she could have been wrote a book about you because you're kind of crazy. All she did was say one thing and shut your entire shit down. Petty me admires that. The petty side of me admires that. I can say that I would do the best to be classy and not say some shit. But again, if you're dragging me to some bullshit, you're always been on the bullshit, and I left you because you were on some fuck shit. Everybody has a moment. Amber Rose had her moment, and honestly, the lower side of me is not even mad at it. It's not. I can fully admit that. But overall, none of this would have happened if two grown men could have just kept themselves still and shut the fuck up. And overall, with both Kanye, Wiz, and B.O.B., maybe because I have never had a whole lot of money like that. If I have that amount of money, you know what I'm not going to do? Be petty on the internet all day. Because I can do whatever the fuck I want. Oh, girl, you talking about me? Okay, I'm going to fly to France today because I feel like it. And come back. I have we got cats who got families. You got a family. Play with your kid. Chill with your significant other. Don't be having like arguments over 140 characters a line. If nothing else, all this type of mess to me proves that money don't make you happy. It can help make you happy, but if you're already jacked up internally, you're not happy. You know what I'm saying? All the money in the world is going to make you be this stupid still when half these cats are in their 30s and 40s. That's ridiculous to me.
I was talking with my brother something about that earlier today. It's funny that you said that. I remember my man E from back in the day, from Orange, New Jersey. I remember he was like, yo, man, even before I got the whip, whatever, this, that, and the third, cats was jealous of me. I didn't have nothing and they was jealous. And I've even seen it at work that, happiness, fly, nigginess, all that, when you hear people say that, that's a state of mind. That's not necessarily a look. If you got the look and you like that, that compliments it, but it's not a look. It's a vibe. And you'd be surprised how it's like a person that goes to a job and is able to master the job, but they don't want to advance him in pay because he don't have as much education. It's like, it's weird. People, they don't, it's not the real authentic thing. It's always something that's dressed up around it. It's never really the real, and it's like, it's like Christ and, about to be persecuted, the people said that they'd rather have him persecuted than the other thieves, you know what I'm saying? So, in front of the crowd. So it's like, the real is very, very much not necessarily appreciated in most things and almost everything, and, real people, real women, real dudes, real thoughts, just being real means not being petty, or working not to be petty, there's a lot of these beats are keep it, move it beats. It's like, so what, some dude said something, whatever. So what? I believe that. Keep it moving. It's like you got this kid, this jokers that's better than y'all that never got to shine. Just keep it 100. I heard rap records that a lot of y'all under a certain age group ain't heard because I'm from New York. And when I hear this this vibe, I'm like, I gotta take a hiatus from TV and most radio. It's like scratching on a chalkboard. It's just like, I'm not built for that. You know what I'm saying? Do them and big up to the cats who are still doing what they need to be doing, making it hot. You know what I'm saying? Underground, whatever, or major. You know what I'm saying? And so that's all good, just go towards the real. You know what I'm saying? And don't, real. Your mother and grandmother, if you love them, they're real to you. And a lot of times they'll say some stuff that you don't want to hear. That's just like this radio station. You're going to hear some stuff you don't want to hear, but that don't mean there's hate, though. And the truth is the truth. A lot of stuff has been twisted, so people are living in illusions how things are. Oh, well, it's easy for you to accept the aspect of African Americans being at the bottom of the totem pole, up under Caribbeans and under Hispanics, but at the same time, when you see us doing good at the Super Bowl or as players or at whatever, then or as CEOs or Oprah, then that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, one has to love oneself. If one doesn't love oneself, nothing else matters.
And I think with these stories we brought up real quickly, I think that's really a bottom line, because I'm just there like something is missing when you're at that point. Because I look at folks, I'm like, you have all of these talents. Maybe some things I don't necessarily, dig personally as much as others, but you obviously have talents. You've obviously put in work to get to a certain point in your life, and things have mostly worked out for you at that point. But don't blow it by being ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Don't diminish the gifts that you have on multiple levels by being like foolish and petty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the thing that me that like kind of had me bugged out with some of this stuff. I'm just saying, like, you have all of these things that some people would literally like push somebody down the stairs for.
Oh, no.
And look at how you're spending it. Like, nobody's saying you got to be all deep in shit all the time or any other type of thing. Human beings are human beings. We all had to achieve balance in multiple ways.
No doubt.
That being said, it's like, you know, dude, you have a family. Why are you being a fuckboy over your ex? You know what I'm saying? Dude, you have so much money that you could probably literally go to an international library and read some shit. Don't be spitting this dumbass shit that some nigga made a video on YouTube that was like maybe 50 minutes long talking about the earth is flat. You can get somebody to probably could tutor you on astrophysics. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. Like, whatever. But anyway, that's rapper foolishness. People want us to talk about rapper foolishness, so I had to talk about that. And, I'm over it. In good rap news, in New York City, Kool Herc's old block is going to be renamed Hip Hop Boulevard in the Bronx.
No doubt. Big up, big up, big up.
So that joint is going down.
Now, hip-hop, definitely, I'm glad that somebody, even though Cornell University in New York, they had one of the, I think, most hip-hop archived information, but it's New York State, I think, definitely should do something, and that's a step in the right direction,
No
to
doubt.
honor that, hip-hop for the most part, and, of course, that being the purest form of it, or, the purest expression of it was then and in the 80s. Before it became commercialized, and it's easy, and that's why I can say it was pure expression. It wasn't as tilted by overlords in the media and in the corporate boardrooms. But no doubt. But yeah. Go ahead, Opie.
No doubt. I just want to give that a quick shout out and everything. Let's see here. And some of these other things we're going to bullet point through real quick and then get into these music joints, some of these other joints we could talk about during next week's show. Unlike the Oscars, which is still hashtag Oscars so white and everything, which is still a ridiculous thing. Check out the Facebook page and Twitter, 'cause I don't even feel like ranting about that shit no more. I personally believe these actors and actresses are letting their opinions be very well known in terms of if they want the system to change or not. At this juncture, I just eat snacks. I just watch these news stories pop up because some people are just going to be ridiculous. So I'm kind of glad. Show yourself to be ridiculous. That's all I had to say about that shit no more. I'm tired. And we got a month before the Oscars even drop. Let's talk about something cool, though. The Screen Actors Guild Awards had a ton of people of color who deservedly won.
No doubt.
Awards this past time. And that includes folks like Idris Elba of Beast of No Nation, which seriously, if you have Netflix, you may need to chill out a bit because that movie is dumb depressing, but it's a great movie.
No doubt.
The crew from Orange is the New Black won for ensemble cast, which is pretty good show, very diverse. Viola Davis won for How to Get Away with Murder. Queen Latifah won an award for Bessie, which is also something really good. If you have HBO or HBO Go, watch that joint. She did an amazing job. And plenty of other folks who are deserving won some joints at the Screen Actors Guild Awards, which to a degree is almost a little more important because that's straight up actors who are voting, who are in the guild, not like, random cats who just been holding on to memberships forever like the Academy. So, just want to give folks big ups on that end. Let's see here. The UN insists that Washington needs to consider reparations for slavery. I don't think that's going to happen in my lifetime. But their panel of groups of experts on people of African descent said Congress should passed a Commission to Study Reparation Proposals for African Americans Act.
No doubt.
Frankly, we know that things have been imbalanced for a long time here, and people are trying to take away the little bit of semi-balance people have been trying to bring to this country with affirmative action, which has barely been in action for over 50 years. So I found that it would be an interesting story.
Well, I definitely think that's interesting. I mean, because Malcolm X was going to take that to the UN back in the 60s. But sadly, when him being killed prevented that. So it's kind of deep, though. His death prevented that from a black person doing that. So it makes you wonder, like, did they want him to stop doing that, or was it something else? But that's just a side note.
No doubt. And reparations is a very touchy subject here in the States. My only scenario with reparations, and this is going to be extremely quick because, again, I don't want to be on here too long, is that how it would be done. Because I believe if it's a check, all of a sudden all these folks who were like, I'm white as shit, are going to say that they're black. It's going to have to be a mixture of a lot of things in terms I think of programming and other stuff and laws and things that need to be permanently instilled in this country for equality.
And I think
and more help on educational ends.
And the disbursement would be also, it had to be, I believe that if you're from the Caribbean, you deal with that as it relates with the Caribbean, even if you're living in states. Because the people who were born here, they'd have to deal with that as a result of that, unless they're going to do it in a universal way, and and necessarily not by country, and how each administration in each country would do it towards the people who maybe come from that. Because I could see a whole bunch of African Americans not being affected by that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is why I say it's a thing about how it would be done and distributed. Like, that would be the biggest issue to me. Because you're going to have a lot of folks who would not have wanted to declare themselves to be black American in any way, shape, or form, whether via ethnicity or how far they're descended from another country or whatever, suddenly become black American. They were just there like, hey, girl, y'all get I don't know, $10,000.
No, and that's what I'm saying, because I know there's some Caribbeans and Africans who don't necessarily, who go out of their way to let you know that they're not African American. But if that was to come up, all of them would would fall in line. Though. They would.
Oh, no doubt. That's why I'm like that. That would be my big issue towards it. I mean, I understand when people talk about it being worried because of disbursement of things. Cause I mean, I believe somebody who's like, white at the driven snow from the Caucasus Mountains say they're black if they're going to get a check. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of a sudden they're gonna find some slave DNA in them or whatever. But yeah, like, I find that to be interesting, and I know even with the current political nonsense happening, some people have touched base on that here and there. So that's an interesting thing. Next up, the situation in Flint is unfortunately still happening and unrolling. The FBI and other people have gotten involved with that in terms of essentially the poisoning of the water supply over there in the area that is mostly lower class, economically disadvantaged, and mostly people of color, particularly black Americans and stuff. I got to shout out our folks over at the Nerdpocalypse podcast with Jay and them for jumping off the podcast for Flint. We've donated money towards the United Ways on Flint Water Fund. And we definitely want to encourage other people to not just check that joint out via the United Way in that area, which we'll have a link to that too on this week's show. But if you know any local organizations who are helping out people on the ground in Michigan, whether they need water or monetary assistance or whatever, please let us know so we can announce that to people. So I definitely want to put that out there. And in regards to the water situation over there, it's unfortunately happening in a whole lot of other parts of the United States, with like lead levels being too high in various spots. Usually places where, again, folks are more economically disadvantaged, they think they can get away with things. Like, recent stories have come up in terms of lead levels being high in certain parts of Baltimore and Louisiana and other spots. Like, this is like a more widespread thing than before. I think the Flint situation is just more blatant in terms of, we're going to save money, we're just going to keep smooth quiet about it for damn near over a year as much as we can before it becomes a national news thing in terms of mainstream news. And what have you.
So all of a sudden,
And,
the Red Devils are hired in Baltimore, and there was a riot in Baltimore a year or two ago. That's how it works. That's how the game gets played.
there's a lot of nonsense going on with this, man. Because you got to think, when people talk about trying to cut funding, what do they usually cut funding to? People of color and people who don't seem like they have enough money to make noise.
No.
You know what I mean? It's all screwed. I think let me pull up this joint here. Even in parts of New Jersey, they said certain places have higher levels of lead than they should. And there's parts actually shout out to the folks over at Telesor who they had a story talking about a class action lawsuit has been filed against various localities in New Jersey for having higher levels of lead than even Flint currently has right now. And this includes a lot of places I used to live in, or I know people who live there still, which is bugged out, including parts like Irvington, Trenton, Newark, Patterson, Plainfield, Jersey City, Atlantic City, Elizabeth, New Brunswick, and Passaic, plus some Cumberland and Salem counties. So this is happening all over different parts of the United States. Yeah.
The majority of places she named were majority black. Mm-hmm. The majority of the places were majority.
No doubt. And yeah, it's just crazy. Let's see here. We're just about done. I just definitely wanted to bring that stuff up where some people might be there like, it's not happening where I am. Yeah, it is, actually. Or somewhere nearby. And that's the day that should be very freaking scary. And what have you. I'm just going to do this one other story, then end it on an up note, because we got too much going on here. And I like when we get talky like this. It's fun. But we don't want to be too damn talky. Black Lives Matter prominent activist is running for Baltimore mayor with D. Ray McKeeson. I'm going to keep this real short because I'm going to be doing a talk with some folks who've seen the current iteration of Black Lives Matter, and they have some very strong opinions, and we've been talking a lot during this week's show, so I'm only going to go so deep, but I'm going to put it like this. I hope this young man knows what the hell he's getting into. East Coast politics are vicious. City politics are super vicious. And Baltimore, with the situation with Freddie Gray and years of just racial tension way before that, decades before that, you're coming in as an outsider to the Maryland community. I hope you are doing this with good intention and that you are not doing this to try to achieve fame or speaker fees or to be the next civil rights hustler. Because you will be destroyed on multiple levels. And I'm not just talking about the political establishment. I'm talking about the folks from the grassroots to the nonprofits who do stuff in Maryland to try to help out the community. You better be doing this with the right mentality and the right intentions. And at the present, that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's see here. This real short thing. This guy who was trying to talk about that they advocate rape on private property online. Oh, corny looking motherfucker. Or whatever.
Advocating rape on private property?
Yeah, like real short summation. There's these group of guys online in the world who call themselves quote unquote men's rights activists, which is essentially a whole bunch of lip dick motherfuckers who feel that women are supposed to be ultra subservient and whatever, and they should just be able to get whatever they want and stuff, right? One of the leaders of these guys ended up talking about they were going to make this worldwide meeting thing where people could meet on the low and talk about how to make this type of thing happen in terms of the legal process. Now, because this is just so atrocious, a whole lot of folks all over the world were pretty much like, yeah, y'all try that shit, you're going to get arrested or beat the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And this guy who goes by the name of Bruce V ended up having his information found out and put on the internet, who was trying to get this thing together. This Bama lives like maybe about 30, 40 minutes away from our local area in Maryland. And now dig this, right? This is a man who's in his mid-30s who's talking all this bullshit about what women should do or whatever. He lives in the basement of his mama's house. And the news exposed where he lived and everything. Now he's trying to talk about, well, you know, I feel like I'm in danger, guys. I'm like, you try to advocate people doing that to women who talked against the bullshit y'all were kicking. Now, I don't like I'm a decent person, right? I don't like the idea of people being in danger and all that other type of stuff, and I believe you have the right to say what you want to. However, you having the right to say what you want to doesn't mean you don't get to have consequences.
No doubt.
You were trying to have your information of women who were against your bullshit get doxed and put out there on Front Street. Your information got doxed and put on Front Street. Now you feel all ultra sensitive. That's called the law of balance, bitch. Fuck you, and fuck the motherfuckers who follow your bullshit and can't learn how to be men on their own. Because if anything, besides the fact that this type of shit causes harm towards women, this causes harm towards men who aren't pieces of shit.
No doubt.
Who just want to be decent guys and move on and go by, because you got women who had to be paranoid that they're garbagey like y'all. So, you know, law of balance is whatever you believe in, yo.
At the end of the day, male and female are not opposites. Male and female are complements. When they don't work as complements or that whole that they were supposed to represent, then there will be chaos. And it took centuries and a lot of years for there to be a balance, and you know, and for amongst men and women. And so, you know, in modern times, it's been out of whack for a while now. But, you know, in the end of the day, you know, I would want that person to wonder the stuff he's saying, you know, is that how his mother was his mother like was his mother receiving that information from his father that way? You know. So, you know, or would you like somebody to be, you know, if your father's gone or she divorced him and some new dude to come in like that? More than likely, he wouldn't like that, you know, and especially if he's living in the house, because more than likely that dude's going to be saying, like, you get your ass out and be a man. So, you know, if it's put in a different context, people normally say different things or when they're in that situation. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
No doubt, no doubt. We just got one last thing that we're going to wrap this up, because we've had good convo and everything, but we got music we want to play. You might get a tad bit of a longer show because there's music we want to play. But, yeah, lastly, this is one of those stories where I'm just there like, this shit is like a movie, and also, if you don't believe in a higher power or a deity or whatever, you got to believe the universe looks out for you at times. There was an African lady by the name of Noella Rukundo, who had found out that her husband was trying to get her killed. Like, some cats kidnapped her and were like, you know, yo, your husband said that we want, you know, he wants you dead. Like, the husband believed that she was cheating on him and she wasn't or whatever. And she literally hears dude on the phone talking about, yo, just go on ahead and kill her, yo, whatever. These guys decide that instead of killing her, they're not just going to only cash the money order or check that this husband gave to them to kill her. They let her go after 2 days with all the information to frame him. So these killers are like, you are such a piece of shit trying to get this woman killed. We're going to do everything possible to make sure that you get caught. So when they let the woman go after 2 days, she goes to the cops and she sets up, like, you know, a fake funeral and all of that. And when the fake funeral was done, because the husband told them that she got killed in like some random accident or something, she rolls up in the funeral talking about essentially like what's good, and the husband freaks out, like on like some ghost shit, which I think is hilarious. Like I would have probably have tried to be petty and like had them think that I was haunting him for a few weeks before having the cops come on him. But she essentially got him to confess that he set up the hit, and now he's in jail for 9 years. So A, don't be evil bastard, and B, you got to believe in something after some shit like that happens to you.
And he's lucky that she wasn't connected to street cats, because he wouldn't have gone to jail. He wouldn't have made it. But, you know, c'est la vie. Yes, indeed.
I mean, dig it. Like, think about this joint, right? I'm just gonna wrap this up really quickly. Like, they let her go, and they gave her a cell phone, recordings of the husband's conversation who was trying to get her killed, and receipts for the money they received in payment. How shitty of a person you are if a whole bunch of hired killers are like, you know what? Nah. You're garbagey, and I want to make sure that you go on ahead and get caught up. The only part of this story that fucks with me is like both of these folks are African expats in Australia. You have some of their community looking at her funny because she turned into husband. If you don't get the fuck out my black ass face, he tried to kill me. The fact that he's not dead right now shows that I have restraint.
Oh yeah.
Or that I'm not paying somebody in jail, you know, extra commissary per week to beat your ass as long as you're in jail. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that was just like a crazy story. And I mean, you know, believe in something after that happened, Joe. Believe in something afterwards. But yeah, man, that's it. There's been a good talking intro. We covered a whole bunch of things. We got a whole lot of dope new music to get into for people to nod their heads to, stomp their feet, and all of that. As I always say with our show commentary or whatever, you don't got to agree with anything that we say, but if what we talk about, you know, sparks some conversation, that's all good. We're doing the best job, like other awesome parts of independent media and black media have done. And with our music, we hope you get your head nodded and your feet stomp on and all that. Shout out to all the indie and major label artists who send us stuff each week to play on this show. And yeah, we're about to bring it in. FuseBox Radio, bringing the balance back to black radio each and every week, talking about everything from politics to pop culture. We are about to get it in. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I saw Raw, Black Hawk, DJ Fusion about to be gone in Raw. Thank you, love, peace, happiness, and air grease. Peace.
All right.
Yeah. You're now listening to FuseBox Radio with DJ Fusion. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sheba, last son of Shad, first son of 116th Tomcat, only son of Willie D, one of the sons of Goldie, the kid is Silky Slim, one son of the Black Panther Party, when they turned the lights out at the party. Last son of Marvin Gaye, looking through the gate at the sons of the rebel Bob Marley. I'm the son of looking slick, 9-7 we had sons, cause your pops was scared of it. The son of Earth, Wind and Fire, son of the Commodore, son of the one Stevie Wonder, son of the Chevy two-door, son of looking smashing when coming through the door. Sons of Bronx Slang, son of holding more than 2 coins, last son of clever Donald Goins.
Son of a Zanzibar warrior, Bronx Astoria. Son of the Jackson 5 where Mike was feeling euphoria. Son of the Tiger Crane, son of the Gold Chain. Son of the Hard Bop, son of the Boogie Bang. Son of the D-Train, son of Tagger my name. The son of Rick James, but I was tasting Mary Jane. Son of the B-Boy, son of 7 old Fashion. Son of the trench coat with pump shot action. Son of the Zulu, son of center right through you. Son of the hip-hop, hopping hip-hop a neutral. Sons of the past, father what's to come. Fathers of right now, low sun's just begun.
DJ Fusion.
Yeah, see, I be catching you staring. Be careful, the idle mind is a dangerous place to be left in. But keep your eyes on me. Yeah, your heart don't stand a chance. It feels like it's been far too long. Your knees can't hold your legs. Your feet just wanna pace. The eyes keep me all in a trance. Let me ask you. Would you leave it all in the back of your head? All in the palm of my hand. Ain't nobody holding you back. Don't it feel like it's been far too long, girl? Your heart don't stand a chance. Your leaves just wanna break. Your eyes keep me all in the trance. And let me ask you. I know the approach is so far from what you used to. Would you know it? Hey, do I hold the candle to the last one over your moon? Baby, of course I do. Hey, I'm not closing my tab. Don't it feel like it's been far too long, girl? Your heart don't stand a chance.
the hottest, DJ Fusion.
Night, Cuban stogie, karaoke, purple satin, rotten tights. That's what I was wearing. She was wearing red and purple light. White smoke had bright hopes. Keep there and straight thoughts. Flow pass and toe pass. We bust hands. I took no. James Baldwin once spoke. Love is not weak mode. Girl, boy, we seek joy. We hurt love. We hot hope. Girl, boy, we seek joy. We hurt love. We hot hope. Girl, boy, we seek joy. We hurt love. We hot hope. Good boy, we see joy, we hurt love, we hot hope. Hope I always hear they say, so safe for achy, they say. Tunu munu, neshi munu, benji come over, they say. Think like them, think like they book say. Think like they think like they think like they book say. They cannot imagine if they do not see it in a book. Even when they see it, it's a book that tell them how to look. Think what them think straight. Think like they book say. Think like they think like they think like they book say. Met a girl on Friday and I did not see her in a book. Ain't no vulgar gospel that can tell me I should post to look. She was once her, he was once her, all their men against her books. Mommy and her daddy love that she make and that farm change up. Think like they book say. They think like they book say. They think like they think like they think like they book say. Think like they book say. Think like they book say. Think like they think like they think like they book say. Truth is not a theory that could be prison in any book. Was it sometimes prison from the way you look. Think like they book say. Think like they book say. Think like they think like they think like they book say. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good.
DJ Fusion.
Knots raw, Ash raw, yeah, Trav Barker, yeah, you already know what it is. Part 2, yeah. I'm about to go crazy and lose my mind like the whites of West Virginia. Oh, what one of our words is. Now it's time to take a shit on it. Knots raw, Ash raw, back with the new recruit. One man in the drums, the miracle man, Trav Barker. Had to blink the buck 82 times and shit. Fuck you heard, part of punks and the broomsticks. This ass whooping is real, but you're still a non-believer. I ain't gotta put hands on you, just stand next to the speaker. I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. Nothing you can do to this. Keep on doubting the board and I beat your ass blue to this. What the hell is that rancid smell? It's the Roth again, back with your second serving the murder before it's just an appetizer to start on this right before this meal. You about to engulf, stomach ulcers and all. Fucking with big dog. You ain't got no balls, them shit's way too small. Talking marble small, suckers saying they boss. They employees at malls. Nah, this ain't just talk, we get it on for the cause. It's going down.
Yeah, Ash rough, rap bar, knots raw. A super califragilistic, mystic odyssey. When Travis hits the crash and kicking Nazis on the beat. With Asher spitting nasty shit, it makes it hard to breathe. Masters of the craft, yes, the lastest of a dying breed. This Rotha is the part when Peter Parker calls the wall up. Organ draws when everybody screams they seen a shark. It takes some balls to put your faith within this ancient art. Paying if you patient, if you brave enough like racing cars. So get the Johnny Blaze straight up out the mason jar. We taking off, so who's the greatest? What you based it on? We raise the stakes and take your ladies to the favorite mall. Buy them high heels, then we drop them off and make them walk. This ain't for famous or some silly kind of mating call. And playing games, slaying sayings since I'm yay tall. It's rated all ages better stay sharp. Those who paved the way with hate today, we came to lay the law. A wish on Christmas or the Krishna couldn't fix the shit. Get sent to prison or on an infinite fishing trip. We on a mission of making listeners give a shit. Insist on something different, but the tradition's indigenous. So great googly moogly, it's a W. Tune in for the newest, we can give a who what humans say. So roll a doobie, start the movie, get the crew to take. Off the number 2, let the music play. Hey.
You are now listening to FuseBox Radio.
Can I have the lane, please?
Oh my goodness.
Don't write bars for the kids, can't stand them little shits. Don't tell me about that one of this. I don't wanna see a little top 10 list. I'm the big boss, not them pricks. So cold with the flow that I'll take libs. Roll to the set, start giving out bibs. But mic then I roll back to my digs. Don't try putting no fist in my ribs. You're much better off taking it in. Matt's got enough of these heads in the spin. 9 more syllables straight for the win. Don't get vexed me, I wave and I grin. Mum won't stop till I'm raking it in. Said what I said, don't make it a thing. Man chat wet, it's all over the chin.
I'm the bomber club guy, it's Friday, you're holding the bomber club, aye. Step back at the front on my strike test, aye. And you're getting the bomber class guy, I'm a big man king. I'm on a mad one, and don't ever ask me bomber club, why? Blood, when the bomber pass guy, let's one, take you for your bomber club life. When I come in line, I lose, put one in these bomber club side. This man with a dish of bomber club, that man with a dish of bomber club side. Now you're holding the bomber club side, I hits, put 3 in the bomber club, right back side. Got a couple bumpers inside, know what it is when I drop, man, I come in line.
Headshot, look off his head top. Man ain't ducking a leg shot, make a man know. I be the guy with the chrome at the show. One wrong move, I be letting it spin up. You don't wanna get all your boys involved, so it's best match it out all out of the back up. Them on the boys say can't the thing up. They don't wanna see me wild out of a strap. Look, I already told man, they ready to man, there's a program already, so I'm rolling the road with a semi-smoking crow and old. I'm ready violate, I put old in the belly, so what? Ready? No, they're not. Part the part, I know the stars on cop. Lost a blush, could for the aftershock. Mardi Gras, I out the bar non-stop.
Too many man wanna chat, but it's all chat. Shut your mouth, don't chat, man, keep telling them it's not that. Them man a swag, man, they getting thrown in the trash. Can't too many man wanna gas, but it's all gas. Shut your mouth, don't gas, man, keep telling them he ain't nine. It's all mad, but he's getting thrown in the back. Can't too many MCs are washed, the flow's washed. Shut your mouth, go wash, man, wanna send, but don't watch. It's no prob, man, they getting placed in the box. Can't too many guys are on rocks, cocaine rocks. Now the brains all rock, cash man in the basket like socks. The rule of staying up to the time like clocks.
I'm gifted well ahead of my time. Hello, hi, the pleasure is mine. Do this thing on hip hop and grime. Regulators! Boom! Regulation time. The flow. Ausar! Blow your mind. N.A. R.S. T.I. M.A. R.S. T.I.
You're now listening to FuseBox Radio with DJ Fusion.
Let me welcome you. All crews, all nations, I greet with salutations and speak with declaration. Successful through patience, with fans, it's admiration. See what you're facing is the formula currently swarming your case in the venue. Conquerors from the avenue, rational dude, but I get brasher from after you. Top prospect, I throw it down in the final quarter. Rupture the aorta in deep water, some more can still the boss of thought. Immortalized in the sport, still slaughtering the courts. Read the indictment, delivering looper rights nice like Ali when I'm fighting. Demeanor calm, mental like Clash of the Ghetto Titans.
Train for combat.
underground sound, rock breaks the street. Underground sound, rock breaks the street. They train for combat. Underground sound, rock breaks the street. Underground sound, rock breaks the street.
Prominent in events, convinced I bring the art back. Under construction, still I'm rocking with the hard hat. Bricks embedded deep, so I forfeit to sleep. 84 rock the sheep with the cream Elises. Just a grade school shorty writing his rap pieces. Gather ingredients, intelligence beyond the light years. Drop the nostalgia for these loyal fans, make them fight tears. If they lobby, then I probably push the Maserati. Nothing serious, no kamikaze. Same dude from the block, I kick it with your blase. Call my Kimosabi, with the shotty, he right beside me. My brethren since the days of Slick and Lottie. Penetrate the fortress, tap my hood resources. Count the losses, only deal with the boss of all bosses. Nauseous when I ride beats, heard you rap police. Get caught up in the beats, meet you in like cold cheese.
They train for combat. Underground sound, rock breaks the street. Underground sound, rock breaks the street. They train for combat. Underground sound, rock breaks the street. Underground sound, rock breaks the street.
Most vicious inside the booth, multiplied by the truth. My troops rally the youth for that self-esteem boost. Why you want a Grey Goose, remain a Black Panther? You know the answer with the anthem, and throw them hands up. Saw scale viper, drop the venom in the cut. You a small, frail shyster, feminine to the touch. Theories of winner, contributions that a BF Skinner. My mind's the data center, transposing each fact. I be the chosen assassin to keep it frozen with math. Snatch the only great pretender clear out of existence. While electrons shine and bring you back into distance. I train doing wind sprints until the pain is intense.
They train for combat. Underground sound, rock breaks the street. Underground sound, rock breaks the street. They train for combat. Underground sound, rock breaks the street. Underground sound, rock breaks the street.
You are now listening to FuseBox Radio.
Yeah. 1, 2, 2. Coolie high. So fresh, so fly. Yo. Sunset dipping and dripping the orange blue hue. Cloak soaking over ocean in my own view. I'm overdosing on the notion, old feeling. I'm approaching every moment like it's go get it. Slow vision, rendering my incentive. I'm inventive, I'm pinning what men missing. Soul purpose, souls hurting, we so nervous. Lost ones tend to run when they uncertain. Asking God for forgiveness, forks in this road got me feeling cold, so I'm frozen in it. I know I'm better than this effort I'm showing. I'm praying that you give me patience on this path as I'm growing. I'm staying more focused than a manual lens. Click clacking all the pictures where my energy's been. Memories blend. Blowing in the wind, never knowing where I'm going, I'm just knowing where I've been. Now I don't know where I'm going, I just know where I've been. Y'all ain't slow with my motion, ain't provoking my end. It's gonna be fine, gonna be alright. It's gonna be fine, gonna be fine.
Fully hot, yo. Chasing it spring like it came with liquor. Bitter, my liver live a little more because I'm pouring so much for my fallen people. Learn to live with remorse. Saying that angel gained is really somebody's loss. Know that life is a fiction. I fear the day we divorce. Life is a sport, my homie catching cases like a football. Looking like Randy Moss in his prime time like Dion. I got a lot of stuff on my mind. I'm part Klingon, sounding like free battling cast. Put a beat on. Let me zone for a minute, listen to Ella. Tell her my pen is making some magic like Penn and Teller. But with every cut's a new side to sever. Get better with time rhymes like wine stuck in a cellar. Selling the dream, we trying to rise to the top, I don't need the cream. We just trying to make moves while we make these songs. So we going. Now
I don't know where I'm going, I just know where I've been. Y'all ain't slow with my motion, ain't provoking my end. It's gonna be fine, gonna be alright. It's gonna be fine, gonna be alright. My cool.
You know I keep my cool.
Said I keep my cool.
Always gotta keep my cool. Always gotta keep my cool.
y'all. Now I be worried on the real, but no hurry for a deal. I don't make it on my own firm. Bird give me chills. Some love the money so much they merge to the bills. Got me lost in translation. They slave for this and I be off the plantation. Your man's emancipated with too much freedom. Going where I want, destinations I don't see none. Only time I see the full course is when I'm eating. Might go vegan, long as when we meet there's no beefing. Biting off more that I can chew. Can't wait to sink my teeth in. Got a lot of problems on my plate. Hope you swallowing your hate. It's in my hands, I don't be following my fate.
Now I don't know where I'm going, I just know where I've been. And y'all ain't slowing my motion, ain't provoking my end. It's gonna be fun, gonna be fun, gonna be alright. It's gonna be fun, gonna be fun, gonna be alright. Now I don't know where I'm going, I just know where I've been. And y'all ain't slowing my motion, ain't provoking my end. It's gonna be fun, gonna be fun, gonna be alright. It's gonna be fun.
Mic check, mic check. Check one, check two.
DJ Fusion.
Picture me, picture me. Picture me, picture me. Picture me. Real rap shit. Picture me, picture me. Look at your heart. Let's play Big Bang, take Lil Bang, the sharpest knife in the drawer. You looking like a Lil Shank. I used to want that no limit chain with a little tank. Now my team disturbing the peace. All it took was a little fate. Invite my girl over, dim the lights, play a little tank just to set the mood right. Compliment with the moonlight. You feeling envious? Then miss me, my guy. Cause I've been angry all my life. Time to let bliss be my guide. Black power. Put your fist to the sky. That's word to Rosa Parks. I'm finna ride. But any one of my Ruby D's or ML Kings that's full of pride. Of my young niggas in them slums trying to survive. They've been deprived and it ain't right, but see it's life. You look inside, you might see Christ. You might find enough bass to blow the sound out your stereotype, nigga. We been cheated, we just need our restitution and a little bit more solution and less pollution. Real talk.
Picture me cruising through my city streets, running every red light, cause all a nigga see is green.
Picture me
as a California vet, just trying to fulfill my purpose while I'm thumbing through a check. Picture me drinking, smoking, ashing out roaches, straight West Coastin'.
Picture me.
Picture me inviting your girl to come with me to the top to shed my light on the world.
Picture me. Shit. Oh yeah. The love. I roll when I step right in the booth, bro. A nigga talk stupid, he can slap where his tooth go. I try and cop some, make me wonder where my roof go. So what the fuck make you think I'm thinking about you, folks? At the end of the night, face yourself, it's the me and you. I got 420 vision, seeing clearer than you. And when I gotta ask that man what's the mirror to do, I close my eyes and I listen and put my ear to the view. And then I hear the drugs, then I hear we need love. But I give good hugs, and then she just wanna fuck. And she know I love weed, and she know I spit crack, tryna be throwing it back. No, I can't do that. I got my girl at the crib, and she calling my phone. She telling me that she miss me, she want me to come home. But it's Jordan talking, and it's game time. Feeling like I gain and lose everything at the same time. Pose, bitch. Picture me
cruising through my city streets, running every red light, cause all a nigga see is green.
Picture me
as a California vet, just trying to fulfill my purpose while I'm thumbing through a check. Picture me drinking, smoking, ashing out roaches, straight West Coastin'.
Picture me.
Picture me inviting your girl to come with me to the top to shed my light on the world.
Picture me.
The hottest, DJ Fusion.
Mon chéri, tu te souviens de cette longue marche à travers la ville? De cette conversation qui nous a transportés alors que déjà nos genoux tremblaient, nos cœurs s'enflammaient et nos têtes nous tournaient. C'était le grand manège de l'amour qui s'enclenchait. connais. Ton amour aussi brûlant, le mien, et tout confiant, témoigne de nous, de notre vivant, du manège de l'amour qui ne cesse de s'enclencher.
Yo, wait, back it up, easy, back it up. Wait, back it up, easy, back it up. Hey, yo, wait, back it up, easy, back it up. Wait, back it up, easy, back it up. She look good, she look good. I ain't never had an ass like that, that's on hood. She look good, she look good. I swear I would leave right now if I could. She look good, she look good. If she texts, I'ma hit right back like I should. She look good, she look good. I said I'm about to leave, she said I wish you would. Skin tone beautiful, cup size suitable, perfect everywhere from her hair to her cuticles. She the one I do it for. See the way your eyes glow, supersedes sex. She completes my survival. When I know that her beauty's unrivaled, but still it's hard not to fall in love wherever I go. She's psycho. I'm telling you, she crazy. Her beauty and her flaws, I love it all. She my baby, and maybe, and I mean just maybe, I surrender my soul. She'll be sweet enough to save me. From myself, that is. Man, I love her so much, I done left my kids for 3 weekends in a row at my mama house. Now we ain't speaking no more. So what? I'm happy as fuck, even though all the homies saying I should back it up. Hey yo, wait, back it up, easy, back it up. Wait, back it up, easy, back it up. Hey yo, wait, back it up, easy, back it up. Wait, back it up, easy, back it up. She look good, she look good. I ain't never had an ass like that, that's on hood. She look good, she look good. I swear I would leave right now if I could. She worked the angles on them Insta flicks. Got me smiling every time that I see that she done sent the flick. And she appreciate the simple shit, like when I hold the door. Plus I'm mindful of her interests. Hindi flicks, a little bit of Thai food, extra mild sauce when we slide through the drive-thru. Son las cosas pequeñas, the little things you do to make a woman remember that she's special, especially to you. All up in the ass, wasn't messing with the crew. I watched games with her, ate chicken wings with her, eating out every night. I was paying for the dinner, feeling like I'm about to die whenever I ain't with her. My best friend hit me, said I ain't the same nigga. So what? I'm happy as fuck, even though all the homies saying I should back it up. Hey yo, wait, back it up, easy, back it up. Wait, back it up, easy, back it up. Hey yo, wait, back it up, easy, back it up. Wait, back it up, easy, back it up. She look good, she look good. I ain't never had an ass like that, that's on hood. She look good, she look good. I swear I would leave right now if I could. She look good, she look good. If she texts, I'ma hit right back like I should.
You are now listening to FuseBox Radio.
the hottest, DJ Fusion.
Goddamn. Oh Lord. I am legend if nothing else. All of this from my dreams, nigga. I am legend if nothing else. Got me feeling like king, nigga. Niggas act like they can't hear it, they can't see it. Fake Helen Keller. I'm here now, it's fear now. Who the fuck is my peers now? No, it ain't these young niggas just mumbling, ain't saying much. I'm flawless nigga that go bust, that no rust, that brand new. Looking back on what I came from, it's no surprise what I've come to. I'm Russian roulette with Texas choppers. Recollecting I am the father, a mannequin, no skywalkers. Fuck the game when I came in it. Used to ride to shoot clubs up, now rise up with my name mentioned. Chains on me, I slave different. I am legend if nothing else. All of this from my dreams, nigga. I am legend if nothing else. Got me feeling like king, nigga. I am legend if nothing else. All of this from my dreams, nigga. I am legend if nothing else. Got me feeling like king, nigga. Where the hell is this promised land? Atlanta stand ain't it, nigga. It's Jay's here, it's Rock's here. And I ain't talking about hope neither. One nation under fraud. With less patience, we wait for God. Breaking laws, trying to even odds. Breaking hearts, trying to get in draws. Pulled apart by all natural flaws. Light skin versus dark skin. White man versus black man. 1% on all us is 99% bullshit. It's high time for this end game. The end is not, but I can't complain. Burn it down with these youthful flames. And the shroud of lies make all truth wane. Despite our pride, let's beat the shame. Birthrights we need to claim. Our work for change, screaming fuck the fame. Yeah, yeah. Nothing else. All of this from my dreams, nigga. I am legend if nothing else. Got me feeling like king, nigga. I am legend if nothing else. All of this from my dreams, nigga. I am legend if nothing else. Got me feeling like king, nigga.
You're now listening to FuseBox Radio with DJ Fusion.
See this pretty girl, watch this pretty girl flow.
You are now listening to FuseBox Radio.
the hottest, DJ Fusion.
can fight it out, and we can brood and let it build up inside us. Yeah, yes. Attitude, being nasty, being rude. Oh, we could waste 24 hours. Yeah, yes. In a bad mood. He got his first and last month security down. Taken to his limit, can't hang around. Give your new number, give back the keys. Right down the middle, how it should be. Kiss all of the babies goodbye. Work out what you pay, tears in your eyes. You have your freedom, is there a doubt? What will it cost you? I wanna work it out. I wanna work it out. Or we can fight about it and get real lewd. And I could call you a coward, yeah, yes. Start another feud. Getting loud and sounding crude. We could wait 24 hours, yeah, yes. In gratitude. Got his first and last month security down. Taken to his limit, can't stick around. Give her your number, forward address. Split it down the middle, lessen the stress. Kiss all of your babies goodbye. So close to your freedom, tears in your eyes. How will you pay it? Is there a doubt? Can you avoid this? You might want to work that out. I want to work it out. You might want to work that out. I want to work it out. Right, I can try.
Radio Show. We gon' funk with it till it stand, yes, yeah. Cosmos FuseBox Radio Show. River standing by, alright. Harlem River standing by, alright. Hudson River standing by, alright. The East River standing by, alright. A Harlem River standing by, alright. A Hudson River standing by, alright. The black, the beautiful, with more chocolate than you, hoo-hoos. That one that boo over the cuckoo, the moon dance, mini cycles, so ladies get an eyeful. A bit darker, do the energy beyond fools, views and legions of doom. Behold this genie, my body is the bottle, the darky with goggles, the god chocolate, the god, not the super glow. This is not Bobo, Toto, or Zorro. Not Popo, So, or No Show. It's Jojo's Mojo. Goblins, gargoyles, guzzle, gobble, goo gobble, gods and goggles, gaze, gag, gas and gaffle, ungrateful, grapple, with garments, glimmers, glaze and gather, but check it, yo. Guys, girls, gaze, the gods of the garden, germinate, gym, garments, gatherers, gardens, grand, Genesis, glorious, glisten, goddesses, gravitate to genuine, grand, geometric groove, gremlin. The live wide, divine five funk serpent, NY, bit five, super soul serpent, man molecular, on major excursion, this music in your spirit merge. A measured maverick, unnerves, magus emergence, the nappy grand funk unnerve. The dark manic king musters, magnitudes of grand serpentine, so badass it magnifies mother earthlings. Architect buildings, sounds of grandeur to feel feelings of bystanders. FuseBox, a woman and man first, and epic granite camp expand across sea, land, galaxy, expanse word.
Oh my God!
Magic. Like that cosmic funk stuff they be playing. FuseBox don't be delaying, you know what I'm saying?
Spit that wonder I'm a shit, me and my conglomerate, same crime, bigger try, yana, suck a dick, let me live out my dreams until my heart give out, if all with cream, you know exactly what this is about, fuck y'all mean, handling sense of team, like LeBron or Sebastian, high school graduates, straight to the league, I ain't waiting for my knee to blow, yesterday I was needing this dough, get it? I was needing this dough, long as your math is fast, if you're reading it slow, yeah. My life ain't rosy, but I roll with it. My mom was fine till the dough hit it and told me that the mo did it. And now it's kosher shit is so acidic. I blow a digit on a diamond at Saint-Tropez visits and won't miss it. So don't twist it, young is just as nice as Maurice in 96 trick. TP3, yes. Washers go to wifey, you know how that go. Jacksons go back, then we copy some more. The Benjamins go in the stash box under the floor. I'm out for presidents to represent me, now you know. TP3. My boy Zeke said he was on the tier where no tears can fall. Cause he was on the block where no squares get off. See him in a circle, all we do is ball. Two, we all got triangles on our wall. Ain't just rapping for the platinum, y'all record. I recall, cause I really been there before. Never fall behind, cause I think too forward. All about the grind, like me, so horny. Warned you early on about my mindset. You thought it was an empty bomb threat. Till I flew into the building like 100 Osama said to do a few millions. Exposed the world to a hustler's true feelings. I came into this game lane with nothing to prove. You never stop a nigga in that type of mood. So every move I make confuse the industry. I'm out for presidents to represent me. DP3. Washers go to wifey, you know how that go. Jacksons go back to them, we copping some more. The Benjamins go in the stash box under the floor. I'm out for presidents to represent me, now you know. DP3.
You are listening to the Galactic Funk Zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to FuseBox Radio Show.
I've been watching you from afar. I even know who you are. When no one knows your name. Hey, I've seen your face in the crowd. I've been there where you are now. When you're just turning time. Hey, let yourself be part of something new tonight. Take a chance and go inside of you. We both know what you can do. Got one more night to discover something better, something better, something better. You have all these thoughts in your mind. When
all you need is my time. Yet they still think you're bad. Hey, but all of these changes are discovering me. They came so naturally whenever we go down. Some time and she touched my soul, made me let it go. See, this dream that she was looking for was right outside her door, and I showed her as I saw her. Lady Carice, you were really something, woman, indeed. You got so much coming. Yourself be a part of something new tonight. Take a chance, let's go inside of you, 'cause we both know what you can do.
It's FuseBox Radio Show. Go get FuseBox Radio Show. FuseBox Radio Show. It's a FuseBox, of course. 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 The witty, the picky, the pretty, Ricky, Mig, Jiggers. In a jiffy, fix icky, the iffy mix of the pathetic. Bitchy, shitty, flimsy, pity, dizzy, silly. Here come the grinny, nitty, gritty, twisty. Flip these, with the whip these. Get these, rip these. But bitch, please, get this species. City Egypt, mystic energy, minimal misery. Get it busy, misfit in me, shit in chimney. 2 trips ain't Nicky. A soft flip shit a little bit with weekly. Big pitch, hit dog frequencies. The guard twist cosmic. Eclipse a nemesis species. The sun atomic, not limited to cockpit objects or machines. 1, 2, we got this. 1, 2, 1, 2, we got this. We got this. 1, 2, we got this. FuseBox constantly rocking it. Mean 1, 2, don't stop it. Gotta rock it, don't stop it. Gotta rock it, don't stop it. Gotta rock it, don't stop up. Gotta rock it, don't stop it. Gotta rock it, don't stop it. Gotta rock it, don't stop it. Gotta rock it, won't stop. We shine the flyest, them try to hide it and to disguise it but can't deny. Original soul, way before the copycats and the clone. The that be grand, get them open. Funk roller coasting, hated by roaches and rodent. Proceed with we please, way check these cosmic energies. We gonna rock yo FuseBox Radio, way We got this. Well, you know, we got this. We got this. You know we got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. You know that we got
That's that cosmic funk stuff they be playing. FuseBox don't be delaying, you know what I'm saying?
Tell your mammy about nappy granny, damn it.
Damn, it's so amazing. I could tell the way you chase it. Nothing better than or sweeter than my love. I could tell, so baby, face it. I know you've been craving. Baby, nothing can compare to my love. I got that come that candy that you never, ever, ever get tired of. Tired of. Just like a waterfall, run for cover. Baby, I swear it'll drown ya. Drown ya. You love it, and maybe you love it, you love it, you love it, you love it. You love it, and maybe you love it, you love it, you love it, you love it. You know you do. So tell me you want it, you want it, you want it, you want it. Cause baby, you love it, you love it, you love it, you love it. You know you do. Damn, I feel you shaking. Got you faded, faded, faded. You know them other girls can do the things I do. Yeah, speeding up the tempo. Show me how deep your love can go. Boy, you know I'm strung out on you. I got that come that candy that you never, ever, ever get tired of. Tired of. Just like a waterfall, run for cover. Baby, I swear it'll drown ya. Drown ya. And maybe you love it, you love it, you love it, you love it. You love it, 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 you love it. You know you don't be scared now. Now you want it, you want it, you want it, you want it. You love it, you love it, you love it, you love it. You know you do. I'ma tie your hands around your back. Come on, daddy, tell mommy how bad do you want it? Want it just like that? Cowboy, you want me to set on my pony? Play truth to death. Touch me right there. And maybe you love it, you love it, you love it, you love it. Oh. And maybe you love it, you love it, you love it, you love it. Oh, you know, I know you do. You want it, you want it, you want it. So baby, jump on it, jump on it, jump on it. You love it, you want it. You know you do.
Years back, day.
Long time ago, but I remember it like yesterday. Amazing times brightest stars the world has seen. We made up songs to do what yours do, and harmonize what we all did apart. Danced and sang our way through most anything. Always feel safe in each other's love. It was a summer that you there made. The falling winter never felt so cold. And Lord knows words can never express it. Like it's so empty, I miss you much. Paper days like never before. We can laugh together till we cry. But our love ain't no material thing. Inshallah, see you in the next life.
psychopath. I say the devil, he walking mad. He a fool, he a liar, conjuring a thief. Try to tell you what you want, try to tell you what you need. Road across you down. What is at your back? Which way do you turn? Who will come find you first? Devils or your gods? All you folks think you run my life, I should be willing to compromise. Say all you demons go back to hell. Save my soul, save myself. Save myself. Save my soul, save myself. Save my soul, save myself. Save my soul, save myself.
Superior interface with Cosmos. FuseBox Radio Show. Hey yo, the Nappy Grand is in the building.
Right here on the FuseBox Radio. Right here on the FuseBox Radio.
Man, that be granted, damn it.
right here on the FuseBox Radio.
Ancestor. And Bloods, as we often say in the South, if you love someone, that's my nigga. So it's called Jíbaro, my pretty nigga. Jíbaro, mi negro lindo, de los bosques de caña, caciques de luz. Tiempo es una cosa conmigo. Jíbaro, my pretty nigga. Father of my yearning for the soil, the land, the earth of my people. Father of the sweet smells of fruit in my mother's womb, the earth brown of my skin, the thoughts of freedom that butterfly through my insides. Jíbaro, my pretty nigga. Sweating bullets of blood and bedbugs, swaying slowly to a softly strummed 5-string guitar. Remembering ancient empires of sun gods and black spirits and things that were once so simple. How times have changed. How men have changed time. Unnatural, screams the wind. Unnatural. Jíbaro, my pretty nigga man. Fish smells and cane smells and fish smells and cane smells and tobacco and oppression makes even God smell foul. As foul as the bowels of the ship that vomited you up on the harbors of a cold metal city to die. No sun, no sand, no and you clung to the slimy rib of an animal called a marine tiger in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, amen. Jíbaro, did you know you my nigga? I love the curve of your brow, the slant of your baby's eyes, the calves of your little baby. You can't hide. I ride with you on subways. I touch shoulders with you in dances. I make crazy love to your daughter. Yeah! You my cold nigga, man. And I love you cause you mine. And I'll never let you go. You mine, nigga. And I'll never let you go. Forget about self. And I'll never let you go. Never. Give me back.
Right here on the FuseBox Radio. 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 right here on the FuseBox Radio.
you, says I just cool, says he never took my hand. He was no gentleman, but he was over me, pleasure of love, pleasure of love. I tell you, he knew the pleasure of love. Yeah, it's true, he knew the pleasure of love. Pleasure of love. Pleasure of love. Pleasure of love. We broke the rules, but we won the game. Nothing to lose and everything to gain. And he will marry me, I'll carry his baby, 'cause I am over him, pleasure of love, pleasure of love, I tell you, he knew the pleasure of love, yeah, it's true, he knew the pleasure of love,
You can listen to the FuseBox Radio Broadcast via iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Podcast Addict, and your other favorite podcast players. Check out the FuseBox Radio's official website for our latest episodes, events, and more at FuseBoxRadioOnline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook at Facebook.com/FuseBox Radio Show, Twitter at Twitter.com/FuseBox Radio, and Instagram at Instagram.com/FuseBox Radio. Feel free to contact us at FuseboxRadio@gmail.com to submit music for airplay consideration,